Well, hello and welcome again to Table Talk. This is a weekly video and reflection guide so that you can gather around the dinner table or the small group table in order to continue to learn and grow from our Sunday morning messages here at Asbury United Methodist Church. I'm Mike Holly, one of the pastors here. As we continue reading through the Gospel of Mark, we turn to the 10th chapter for our reading from this past Sunday, the 5th Sunday in Lent. I'll read just a portion of the passage from Mark 10, 32 through 45. James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came forward to him and said to him, "Teacher, we want you to do for us whatever we ask of you." And he said to them, "What is it that you want me to do for you?" And they said to him, "Grant us to sit, one at your right hand and one at your left, in your glory." But Jesus said to them, "You do not know what you are asking. Are you able to drink the cup that I drink, or be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with?" They replied, "We are able." Then Jesus said to them, "The cup that I drink, you will drink, and with the baptism with which I am baptized, you will be baptized. But to sit at my right hand or at my left is not mine to grant, but it is for those for whom it has been prepared." When the 10 heard this, they began to be angry with James and John. So Jesus called them and said to them, "You know that among the Gentiles, those whom they recognize as their rulers lord over them, and their great ones are tyrants over them. But it is not so among you. But whoever wishes to become great among you must be your servant, and whoever wishes to be first among you must be slave of all. For the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." The 8th, 9th, and 10th chapters of the Gospel of Mark contain two important recurring themes. They highlight 3 instances where Jesus reveals that he will not be the kind of Messiah that people expect. In fact, Jesus will have to suffer and to die at the hands of the religious leaders of Israel and the Roman occupational government. Secondly, these chapters highlight a continuing theme of discipleship. Following Jesus requires us to give our whole heart and our whole lives to God's will and way. Following Jesus also comes with a cost, in that we will have to become servants who put our own needs to the side for the sake of Jesus and his kingdom. Today's story contains a request for seats of power and influence from Jesus, and those requests come from James and John, who want to be the greatest disciples and sit at the right hand and left hand side of Jesus as he reigns as Messiah. But remember, Jesus has now told his disciples 3 times that he will not be the kind of Messiah who receives earthly glory through military might. James and John are asking for something that will not work out the way they anticipate it to. Just like now, people in the time of Jesus also sought to be great and powerful so that they could have everything that they want, and so that they could lord over others like tyrants. Is that really what it means to be great? It becomes clear that Jesus sees true greatness differently. The greatest of all are the servants of all in his kingdom. To be great is to be as clear of a reflection of the great one himself, Jesus Christ. Why do you think that James and John wanted to hold these seats of power and influence? And why do we even today struggle with letting go of our own ideas of greatness instead of submitting to Jesus' way of seeing greatness? Take some time to consider these questions, and remember to click on the link below to download a Table Talk reflection guide with questions and other resources for your conversations as you faithfully worship, serve, and grow.